Hello, I'm Greg Gorbach with ARC Advisory Group, and today I'm speaking with Richard Howells, Vice President of Digital Supply Chain at SAP. Welcome, Richard.
Thanks, Greg. Pleased to be here.
Good. So tell me, what are some of the trends you're seeing that are driving the digital supply chain today?
Okay, well, as everyone is aware, we're living in a digital economy. Customers in control. They've got access to information at their fingertips, and they're even more demanding than ever. And with that, we're also seeing the challenge of global uncertainty. We've got the challenge of things like Brexit and localization of political decisions, globalization of supply chains, sustainability and driving sustainable practices. And all of these are a balancing act of how to best serve your customer.
Okay. So then, given all that, what strategies are customers employing?
Well, there's three things that I'm seeing in the marketplace. First of all, it's around customer centricity, centering all your business processes around your customer. Providing total visibility, having a digital mirror of your business, and driving business innovation and leveraging supply chains as a profit center, not just a cost center. We're seeing customer centricity in that it all starts with having access to actual demand, full visibility of what the customer wants. Not just the structured data of orders and forecasts, but also unstructured data like sentiment analysis and point of sales information, and leveraging all of that information to drive planning processes, drive design processes, drive manufacturing, and really focusing everything around the customer. Total visibility really means having access to data, designing smarter products and smarter assets so that you can capture real-time information and share that across your supply chain and to the different roles within the supply chain to drive different business outcomes, drive predictive maintenance, drive predictive analytics. And then business innovation is all around leveraging all of that data and looking at new ways to create revenue opportunities and to drive business value. We're seeing companies move from selling a product to selling a service. And to be able to do that, you have to have the intelligence and the data to be able to drive those processes. If I need to be able to bill based on hours of usage, I need to be able to track those hours of usage. If I need to have those machines running, I need predictive maintenance and preventative maintenance strategies so that I can ensure that I have the data to know when a machine is going to break down and fix it before it breaks down, because a broken down asset means everyone's unhappy. I don't make any money as the person that is leasing that asset, and the customer doesn't make money as the person using the asset. So it's all around leveraging that data across the supply chain for better business outcomes.
Okay, so I like the concept of total availability of data and innovation and these other strategic areas, but how do you translate that into technologies to make these things happen?
Well, we've got a perfect storm of things coming together. We've got these customers that are more demanding and technologies that seem to be coming together at the same time to enable some of these capabilities. And the key with technology is not look for it can't be a technology looking for a business problem to solve. You have to start with the business challenges, the business problems. And the technologies that we're seeing coming together at this point in time are things like the Internet of Things and industrial IoT, which means that everything's connected, everything's smart, everything is available and real-time aware. And all these business processes have to connect to everything, and everything literally, so that you can then drive different business outcomes. If you have that big data from the Internet of Things and sentiment analysis, that is driving processes around machine learning, artificial intelligence, which brings some intelligence to that data and some business context to that data. We're seeing predictive analytics as a big driver from a technology standpoint as well, of enabling and empowering people to make better decisions, smarter, faster, and before issues happen. And the other technologies that also have great potential, blockchain is another one. We're seeing blockchain as a way of improving cybersecurity and tracking and tracing through that supply chain. Supply chain is one of the areas where I believe that blockchain will have first use cases. At the moment, there's lots of proof of concepts projects, but I see companies moving to more of a proof of value this year with blockchain on things like farm to plate traceability, reducing counterfeiting in the pharmaceutical industry, for example. And then one more technology that we're seeing emerge is 3D printing. Leveraging 3D printing There's opportunities, first of all, in R&D for faster prototyping, but also in the spare parts and in the maintenance management environment, where we're seeing companies who are printing parts rather than keeping them in stock, and thus reducing inventory carrying costs. If I can print something that I only use once every 5 years in a few hours, why would I carry it in stock and incur all those costs of doing that? But all of these technologies are great as individual things, but it's bringing them together to solve specific business problems, and bringing the right technologies together to solve those problems is the key.
Right. So we've talked about strategies and we've talked about technologies, but really if you think about it, these all have to come together as a digital transformation for any given company. How can SAP help with that?
SAP has, well, first of all, we've worked with many companies in many industries for a long time now. We have a strategy and approach around the intelligent enterprise, which is built off the foundation of gathering all of those technologies, bringing those technologies together to provide business value. And the supply chain is a key element of an intelligent enterprise, all the way from design to operate, designing smarter products and assets, planning in real time and responding to change with integrated business planning processes, having manufacturing facilities and processes that are adaptable and flexible to drive individualization, and drive customization, and drive flexibility in the manufacturing processes, and delivery processes that deliver on that promise that sales and marketing makes of that perfect order. And the challenge with logistics in these days is that it's not just delivering pallets of stuff, it's when you're talking about individual products for individual customers, you're also dealing with individual shipments of single items at a time. So the whole omni-channel logistics process has to evolve to map the omni-channel sales process. And finally, on the operate phase, having smart assets, smart equipment, and feeding that, leveraging that data to drive predictive processes through the maintenance. So the whole design to operate of the life cycle of an asset or product is where, from a supply chain perspective, SAP can help.
Okay, thanks a lot. Well, I really enjoyed our discussion today. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much, Greg.
This is Greg Gorbach. I've been speaking with Richard Howells from SAP.